Okay, Terry McClure and Sam Long. They are going to share a training with us, and we are it's a really rare pleasure to welcome super duper leaders like you. So I think we're all looking very much forward to learning from you and spending time with you also here now today and tomorrow. So let's not waste any time. We welcome to the stage Sam Long and Terry McClure.
Hey everyone, how you going? Just in case, I'm Sam and she's Terry because we both have gender neutral names. So in case you didn't know.
It's the yin and the yang.
Is your microphone on?
Pretty hot.
Come on, big boy whisper. Hello.
It's the yin and the yang. Are you ready? Thank you so very much for having us here. We are super excited to travel to Europe and be here for this event. It's so cool to see so many of you from all over the world. You know, we talk about global, and this is just the epitome of what we are working for.
Terry didn't know there were this many countries in the world.
Give me a break. I didn't know where Denmark was. I honestly didn't know that. But I found out since. So I just want to step back just one little step, and I want you to just think about me for a minute. I want you to think about me as a woman. I lived on a farm. I had 69 horses. I had no money, not at all. When someone came and sold me some Modere products, it left me with $10 in my bank. No food, nothing. I was sad, I was fat, and I was lonely. I was no different to you. No different. The only difference between me and you today is the fire in my belly. The only difference is that I got up and I went to work. Not Sam, not my children, not my friends, not my brothers. No one was going to stop the dream, was going to stop the vision, or was going to stop where I was going to go. Luckily, I met Sam, and Sam decided to come with me, with a bit of tugging, but she's come with me.
I, on the other hand... There we go, got it. I, on the other hand, did have some money, but it didn't last very long because she spent it all. And I was living in a house with between 8 and 14 other people. We were all sort of orphans in Australia because I'm actually from England, and I was a geophysicist, so I have absolutely no concept of network marketing. I was under the impression that Facebook was just a place to put up drunken photos from the night before. Really, really go through it and take some down. And then when I met Terry, she was doing this thing. She was doing horses, and then she was doing this thing that I didn't really understand. All I knew was that more money was flowing out of her bank account than was coming in because of this thing. And I was like, oh, this is not a good business model. But I really wanted to marry her, so I didn't say that. I just sort of kept encouraging, and off we go. And then Modere became Modere. And then we started actually working together. And sure enough, she dragged me along to an event, and it was on a weekend, sort of similar to this, bit bigger, and it was on a weekend, and I was like, you know, pubs are open on the weekend, right? Like, I don't want to go to a conference, but I did. And I absolutely loved every second of it because I am a professional friend maker. I have finally found an industry that will pay me to do what I'm actually good at, and that is making friends. And I absolutely love it. And that is what changed my mindset. Because I was an all right geophysicist, but I wasn't brilliant. I'm brilliant at making friends. I can talk the leg off a chair. But what's happened to us is and I grew up in England, so we've come back here this time around, and we've just spent the last week in England with my family and my friends, and I have noticed a significant and very sad change to what's happened in Europe. And the living costs over here have skyrocketed. I don't know how my siblings are physically managing to have any kind of a life with what's going on over here. And I know it's a crisis due to the times that we're living in. And I know that all crises eventually end, but how long it takes for them to end is anybody's guess. So we were going to come up here and talk about, various things that we wanted to train you on. But one of the things that I really want to touch on is how can Modere help you guys and your teams and your families through what is going on in Europe at the moment financially? Because there's a problem. The living costs are insane. Like, it's nothing like what it is in Australia. So we can come out here and we can say, quit your jobs and just do Modere for a living. But that's not actually realistic to you guys yet. Not most of you. So how are you going to use Modere whilst most people in Europe don't have much cash to spare? How are you going to sell these products, and how are you going to make your businesses and your team's businesses and your friends and your family's business successful enough that you can ride through this European crisis fairly financially stable? And that is to look outside.
So, here we go. So here comes me. So my forte is to look for the vision. It's to look for where you're going to go, how you're going to build. But what you've got to first do is get out of your square. You've got to get out of your community. You've got to get out of your suburb. You've got to get out of your country. You have to look at what's really available out there. It's great to look in Denmark, but Denmark's got to look out. It's great to look in Australia, but even Australia has to look out. One of the greatest things that we have done at this point in time in our business is we have gone global. I'm really proud of that, because what that means is that everyone has the opportunity to build a business. And what does that mean with Modere? Okay, let me put it plainly. In Australia, we have a sale. Everybody loves a sale, and everyone knows that the Indian market only buys from a sale. Hint for you. Indians like to buy from sales. So, in Australia, we've got a sale on the 1st to the 3rd of the month. In Europe, we have a sale from the 7th to the 10th of the month. In Canada, they have a sale from the 12th to the 14th of the month. In the States, they have a sale from the 28th to the 29th of the month. What do? We run the sales. We run the sales all around the globe. In old network marketing, they used to say, please don't do sales. Please don't do sales because you're going to drop our product and we're going to get less PV. But they used to say that all the time. I'm a big believer in the sales. Because if you use the sales and use your marketing and you look at the globe, you're going to be able to build a massive business, because you're not going to actually look at just your suburb. You're going to be able to look at the globe and say, the globe needs to work for me. I might be in France, but what's going on? What's going on in Australia? What's going on over here in Canada? Do you know that Canada is the fastest growing business that we've got? Do you know that Canada is exploding? How many of you have got customers in Canada? One of you? Two of you? Three of you? Four of you? Come on, wake up. This is a global business. Modere is global. Wake up. You've got an opportunity to build a massive business. You need to build customers. If you're only looking at building social marketers, you're going to go down the wrong tube.
Can I jump in here? Oh, she might hurt me later. I'm going to jump in anyway. Hands up here, who likes focusing on recruiting social marketers? Not very many. Hands up here, who likes focusing on getting customers? Much more. Okay.
It's all should have your hand up.
Yeah,
all of you should have your hand up.
It is a lot easier to make the sale and to talk on Facebook about getting customers, particularly when you've got products like this. The entire world revolves around sales. It doesn't matter what you're selling. You could be selling Modere products, you could be selling a gardening business, you could be selling shoes in a shoe shop, you could be selling iron ore to the Chinese. If you have a quality product, you'll be all right. If you have a sub-quality product, you're not going to last very long. Okay? It doesn't matter what you're selling. So if you've... Okay, one more hands up. Who is nervous about selling in front of strangers on Facebook because of what people might think of them? A few people? You guys are better than the Australians. All the Australians have their hands up. Don't be nervous. Because until somebody is paying your bills, they have no right to tell you how you can make your income.
How are you getting your customers? How are you stretching out? Instagram.
TikTok.
How many of you are doing TikTok? Facebook Reels. How many of you are doing TikTok? Okay, I'm going to ask you, how many TikToks do you do a day? 3.
5 to 6.
How many? 5. How many? 5. Do you know that we have a lady in Modere called Habia Gill? Habia Gill just went Platinum Black 3. She does Platinum Black 3 every day, every month, and she does it by bringing in her customers from TikTok. How many TikToks does she do a day? 25. She drops
batches
one
them.
an hour.
She batches them.
She drops
So you
one
make
an
a whole
hour
heap, and then you drop, 1 an hour for 24 hours a day.
every day of the week.
No, she doesn't sleep.
She's got 2 little kids and she runs her business globally. Do you know that she started her business and she only ever worked in Australia, and now she has her customers in Canada, she has her customers all around the world.
Habia Gill. Habia Gill.
Habia. But do you know what? She just went Elite 3 with 34 social marketers
Because she teaches everyone to build massive pods.
on TikTok. So do you know what? She had, with 5 social marketers, she did 220,000 points. Is that duplication? Is that duplication that you want? Yes. So let me give you one clue about TikTok.
They really should have flown Habia over, not us.
So one clue about TikTok. TikTok is not about getting up and going and saying to yourself, I've got to do 25 TikToks today because Terry McClure told me I have to. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do my TikToks. Oh my gosh, here I go. That's not how you do TikTok. TikTok is how you build your life and you share your life on TikTok. Every 15 seconds, you drop another TikTok. Every time you pick up your phone, you've got another 15 seconds. 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. And move your life around it. People want to know what you're doing in your world.
And they're not perfect. You'll see her stuff and you'll go, there's nothing particularly special about some of these things. In fact, one of them, she got the most hits on, her phone was upside down. But it's not perfect, but that's not what they need. You don't need to be perfect, just do it. Because the only thing I can 100% guarantee every single person in this room is that if you do nothing, you will get nothing.
Yeah.
Okay? So do something.
The biggest realisation for Australia, and one of the things that everyone says, and I'm not going to be rude here, but I'm going to say it, is that everyone says, oh, they speak Hindi. Oh, they speak Punjabi. Oh, they're Indian. That's why their businesses are so good. I'm here to tell you that's not true. That's not true. The only thing that's different is that they go to work. That's the only difference, is that that team actually goes to work. So when you're doing
24 hours a
25,
day, all day.
when you're doing 25 TikToks, and you can say, okay, I've got something going on. And then you use it, you take your TikToks, you put some in the bank, you put some into your media, and you put some in, you say, use the same thing, use it into your social media, into your Instagram, into your Facebook. You share it around. But that's how you're going to build a business fast and you're going to build a business globally. Don't forget your hashtags. But before we go today, I would like to close with one thing. The reason that I do this business and the reason that I work tirelessly, and Sam, but the reason,
Sometimes you forget I'm here.
the reason that we work is for the legacy. It's the legacy, always. I'd like to share a little story about my family. In my family, we have 2 Elite 3s, 1 Elite 1, and 1 Director 2. Already just pushing for the other Elite 1. In one family. Can you imagine if you take Sam's and my wages, you take the Elite 3, which you know what that probably is, take another Elite 3, take another Elite, take another D2, put all that money into one family, what have you done? I was a woman. Remember this woman? She had no money. She had nothing. I had nothing to give my grandchildren. I had nothing to leave. Now what have I done? I have a family that never have to want again. I have a family that is safe. I have a family that have their grandchildren are going to be looked after for the rest of their lives. I have been the pivotal movement in our family. That's legacy. That's legacy. But the greatest legacy that Sam and I will ever give you is the gift of our nuggets. Grab our nuggets. Grab everything that we teach. Grab us in the hallways. Grab us anywhere you see us. We are here to share. We have always believed in one Modere. Always. We are believers of collaboration. We never have a secret that we don't share. We are here to support you and to help you grow. If you grow, we grow. We all grow together. If you sit back and you say, oh, I've got a secret, I'm not going to share it, you're only going to stay as big as your secret. Learn and share amongst each other. And be great Moderians. Be great Moderians.
Be brave, get out there and do something. Thank you for having us.
Be great Moderians.